Hi, I'm Kareem. I'm a Palestinian. I live in Gaza, and I have a message to the world. I have something to say about what I think, what I believe, and what I feel about what's going on these days in West Bank. I haven't recorded the videos talking about politics before. I haven't done this before, and maybe that's why I'm quite nervous. I hope my English will help me. And besides this, that Gaza could easily slip to this anytime, because what Israel doesn't know or doesn't want to know is we are one people. Palestinians in Gaza, in West Bank, and inside Israel are one people. Yes, we have been divided by force, physically, but we are still connected to each other. My aunt lives in West Bank. I have relatives in Israel. We are one people. Our struggle is one. We belong to each other. They belong to us, and we belong to them. And another reason that I record this, that I deeply concerned about what's going on in West Bank more than what's happened in Gaza. That's why I haven't done this even when Gaza was bombed. Maybe because I believe that West Bank is the real battle. It's not Gaza. West Bank is where the Israel project is. And this is something that I want to tell for pro-Palestinians outside. If you look to Israeli maps from Israeli sources, you would see Gaza is not included in Israel, but you would see West Bank is included, with Golan High, of course. Even the Israeli government, they don't call West Bank, they call it Judah and Samara. They don't call it West. They don't call it West Bank. They don't consider that there is occupation there, and this is from the government. It's not from the normal Israeli settlers or the Israeli extremists. It's from the government. This is a very important point. So, what's going on in West Bank? Some people prefer to call it revolution. To call it intifada, but I prefer to call it revolution. Actually, it's not Palestinians who created the term intifada. It's the West. We called the first intifada, we called it the Stones Revolution. We called the second intifada Al-Aqsa Revolution, because Ariel Sharon back then entered the Al-Aqsa Mosque. But maybe Israelis have reason to call it intifada, so they don't want to appear in the oppressor side in revolution, because revolution usually happens against oppression, against occupation, against apartheid, against discrimination, against corruption. So it doesn't want to appear it like the bad guy in this revolution. So they call it intifada, and they call it terrorist intifada and something like that. But I prefer to call it revolution. Revolution against occupation, against apartheid, against what's happening for many years in West Bank. Before you freak out about revolution or intifada or whatever you want to call it, think about what are the things that make the intifada happen or the revolution happens. Think about what have been done to make Palestinians reach to this point. Think about what life looks like in West Bank. Think about the girl who has to walk many kilometers to reach to her elementary school. Think about the worker that has to pass many checkpoints to get to his daily work, and he has to wake up early, maybe 4 hours before his time, to reach on time. Think about the farmer who lost his land, or the farmer who whose land was divided because of the apartheid Israeli war. Think about the two couples of Palestinians that their wedding was cancelled because one lived inside the wall and the other live outside. Think about the students who are humiliated maybe daily because they are Palestinians, and they are humiliated on their way to schools or to universities. Think about Palestinians who cannot build a second floor or cannot build a home in West Bank near the settlements. Think about some owners cannot dig a well to get the water to his land. And above all, think about there are another group of people who are not Palestinians, whose religion is Judaism, okay, but they don't suffer from anything from this. They have access to water, they have access to roads, to highway roads, they are secured, and they don't suffer anything from I've mentioned before about Palestinians. You can put these two images in front of you that it's real apartheid. Some people suffer a lot from their daily basics, and other people are not, just because these people their mothers are Jewish, not Muslims or Christians. Think that another thing I want to say, that this group of people that have all the advantages from Israeli state are considered officially in international law settlers, illegal settlers in West Bank. Think and remember that these people are also armed and protected by Israel. Remember that these people burned baby alive 2 months ago. I cannot consider that there is maybe a little comparison between them. It's really apartheid. Some has all the advantages and the other has nothing from them. My message, I want to say that there are people work for peace. They work to this cycle of violation, cycle of violence to end in West Bank these days. These people pray that, I hope everything get back to its normal lives. I hope the quietness come back to the Holy Land. But what are the normal days looks like to Palestinians, either in Gaza or in West Bank? In West Bank, it's apartheid, it's occupation. The normal days means occupation, means apartheid, means a very inhuman life. And what life looks in Gaza when Hamas and Israel doesn't shoot rockets against each other? What is the normal lives in Gaza? It's a blockade, it's a siege, it's inhuman siege, and illegal blockade. These are the normal days. You want to make peace and to back to these normal days, to the quiet normal days. It's quiet for Israelis. It's good and peaceful days for Israeli settlers and for Israelis, but not for Palestinians. It's not life. It's not normal for us. It's occupation that very, very hard for us. You just want peace, like without changing anything, without removing the occupation, without changing the current situation. It's like just like Benjamin Netanyahu peace. Benjamin Netanyahu always say, I want peace with Palestinians, but I'm not going to remove the settlements. I won't shoot Gaza rockets. I won't bomb Gaza as long as Gaza doesn't shoot rockets. But then what? But the blockade has to be in Gaza, against Gaza. I have a message for Jewish and for Israelis particularly. You have been in very, very difficult times through history. You suffered from Pharaoh. You suffered from Nazis. You suffered in Holocaust. And even until these days, in 21st century, you suffer from anti-Semitism. There are Jewish who are killed just because they are Jewish. How come that with all this suffer against you through history, how come that you easily can accept that, or some of you accept that this happens to other people? How can you accept this? How is it a Jewish value? I don't think that this is a Jewish value. I don't think that the Jewish state means apartheid state. I don't think that killing children and stopping and checking them on every day and to their where to school is a Jewish value. It's not. I don't think it's a Jewish value. I don't think Torah teach this. I don't think that. I still have hope in some Israelis. To be honest, I lost hope in most of them, especially after the last election, after Netanyahu won the election. It's not because Netanyahu won the election, it's what he did to win the election. He said that he would not allow Palestinian state. He used discrimination against the Palestinians inside Israel to get votes, and it works. Actually, it worked. He won after he said these words. So I think, as Gideon Levy, the Israeli journalist, said, that Israelis are mainly disconnected from the reality and live in denial. My message to the world, that please don't stand by. As I said, I don't have hope in most Israelis. I don't think the change will come from Israelis. Although there are many awesome Israelis inside Israel who stand against this occupation, but I don't think the change eventually will come from Israel. It will come from the world. It has to be responsible. It has to apply a non-violent pressure against Israel to stop this occupation, to stop this apartheid. I'm not trying to politicize this issue, but I think that the one who blocking peace is Israel, but not because Israelis are violent and Palestinians are not. Not because Palestinians are less violent than Israel. It's simply because Israel is the strongest side in this conflict. Once Israel wants peace, it's easy, because it's the strongest. It is the strongest side in this battle, in this conflict. So I think Palestinian Authority accept 67 borders. I don't know what sides want exactly. One state solution, they don't want it. Two-state solution based on 67 borders, they don't want it. The Palestinian Authority accept it, but Israelis don't accept that. Why? Israel is the only state in the whole world that doesn't recognize its borders. It simply wants to tell the world, our borders is as much as we can take from others, Palestinians or from Syrians. This is what it looks for me. I don't know. Does the world agree with this? Can the world keep up with this normally? I am not anti-Semitic. I am a man who wants peace with Jews. I am a man who wants to live with Jews on same land. But I want equality. I want justice. I don't want to be discriminated just because I am not Jewish in this land. I am seeking for peace. I am thirsty for peace. I have witnessed 3 wars, and I don't want anyone to live it, including Israelis themselves, because it was simply inhuman war, the last war. I don't want even Israelis to live it. I want to live in peace. I'm not standing against Israelis or against Jewish or against Semitic. I'm simply want justice. I know Israelis that I can literally put my lives in their hands with feeling that I will be safe. I literally know Israelis that can speak for us and express on us much better than many of Palestinians leaders. I don't hate Jews. I don't hate Jews to be here in this land. But I'm just wanting equality. I want justice. I want real peace, not just peace that done by the strongest side. I think we have to reach to peace agreement, Palestinians and Israelis. But we need a fair peace. We need a justice. I'm using the term that Anwar Sadat, the former Egyptian president, when he said, if the peace is not fair and not justice, it will not survive. And he is the one who signed peace with Israelis, the peace agreement with Egyptians that stay until this moment. Governments after governments in Israel and in Egypt, no one invade this peace agreement because simply it was fair, it was justice. I pray for peace, and I hope things will get better, and I hope the real peace will happen in this holy land.